Wait, so can you see? Can you see in there? Like, so does it? Like, is it comfortable for you to look in there and see?
Yeah.
Okay. So just talk in the mic so I can hear. I set your mic.
Well, what am I?
Oh, do you want to hear?
I don't want to hear.
You sure?
Yes.
You don't have your in-ear headphones either.
Nope, not right here.
Okay. I was just checking.
Not
All right. So,
right here.
and look, and I had it set up where, so like if I soloed me, oh, that's solo you. So let's say if you were talking and you were like solo talking, then you would be there. And then if I was solo talking, it go here. And then it goes to both of us like that.
Okay.
And then if it was like comment section, see this? Only thing is you wouldn't be able to read the comments. Like, but you could look on here, or if I put the comments up top, you'd be able to see it.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, like this.
Here's the nonsense that I'm talking about.
See, there's Elo.
Why is somebody saying a comment? You just said that we was not live. You said that you was trying to figure out this equipment to position where to look in the thing, and you didn't say. And people in here talk. What is this?
That's just Elo. Elo likes like a private line that Elo shows up on sometime.
It ain't no private line, man.
It is. That's the power of Ecamm. It's like
There's
a
no
private.
power of nothing.
It's like
not
a private
private
chat.
line. It ain't private.
Can you hear her and me, Elo? Oh wait, am I? Let me make sure I'm not super loud. And okay, let me drop my
Solo
volume.
no more. That's what he said.
Solo no more. Oh, solo no more. There it is. See? All right, and so then that would be the dual setup. So you gotta look here. You checking out? Yeah. It's a test. It's just a test run. I'm trying to get this mic right. This is private. Ask the twins.
I'm gonna ask them twins. All right.
Birdie. She called you Birdie.
I know, cause I was looking at my phone. She was texting me.
Oh.
And my phone is on night night.
Wait, let me see if my quick
Cause
button.
I need to be on night
I'm
night.
trying to figure this. Ken, Glenn, somebody
It still
do
works.
something.
You are horrible.
Okay, good. Elo said he could hear both of us. Okay, I was testing. She wants her mic upstairs, so I gotta order me a MV7
Why am I here?
or another SM7B.
Why am I here?
Cause you're helping me test this out. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
we
test
were
this
testing, and
situation
then
out.
all of a sudden people started talking.
Well, ain't nobody talking. Sonya just said hi, and Elo said, "Hey, what's up?" Elo has he has the mic that you have, and he sounds good in it. Say hi to Sonya. Say hi to Elo. Be nice to Elo. So you have the floor. Go ahead.
I don't want the floor. Get me out the floor. Hi, Elo.
Doctor
Hello?
is Dr. Elo.
Dr. Elo. Hi, Dr. Elo.
And you want to say something nice to Sonya? She said your hair is hot.
She likes this. Yeah, she
Yep.
does. She would like this.
Because she be on the wild
Thank
side
you.
with stuff too.
Yeah.
With the hair.
Well, this is a whole different look for me. So maybe I'll go curly next week, but we'll see. This hair is yeah, we'll see.
All right, thank you. Babe. You help me test it out. Look, see? I'm getting the hang of this so that we can do it.
Hey, boo.
See that? Now you done livened
there's
up.
my boo.
See, you done livened up right now. Now wine showed up. Now you switch your tone.
Now I might be okay.
You change your tone when wine showed up.
I might be okay. Hey, boo.
Before you was about to try to hold up. What you say? We all know who the boss.
Thank you, Dr. Elo.
He's talking
Thank
about me.
you. No,
That's
no,
my
no,
boy.
no. Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Elo was
Elo.
talking to me. He said he know Keith the boss. You want to clarify that, Elo?
It's nothing to clarify.
Who you meant boss? Who's the boss when you said boss? Just clarify and let her know who the boss is. You see what I'm saying?
Nothing to clarify.
You
Hey,
sound good in that mic.
You can hear the mic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm glad
Yeah.
you can hear
No, I can hear it. That's good. You want to hear it?
it. No.
You can hear. You can put these
No.
underneath and hear.
I
it.
don't need
No, listen how good you sound.
No,
in the mic. For
I don't
real.
wanna
Just put
hear
them
it.
on underneath
No, it's
like
not.
this. Look, if you
No.
just do like this, listen how good you sound.
Oh
in the
my
mic.
God, he's got me way too close
You hear that?
to the microphone. Yes.
You hear that? You
Yes.
got on
and
both
this is
your
my
ears.
night night. like I'm tired.
Like say
voice.
something close in the mic so you have that like deep.
I'm close enough
You
in the
understand what I'm
mic.
saying?
I'm close enough in the
Do your
mic.
Barry White in the mic real quick. Just do it real quick. Cut up solo on
I'm
you.
not
do
doing.
Barry White real
Get
quick.
the things
Do your
off of
Barry
my
White.
ears.
No,
I don't
do your Barry
have
White.
a Barry White.
That's the
Oh, this is
SM7B.
loud in there. I can't get too close.
Say it like, I can't get too close. What's that statement Isaiah always say
He
to you when he
always
say,
say-
what do Isaiah say? Say it in the mic. Say it in the mic.
What does he say? He says something.
Come on, Vidal know what you're
He'll
talking
say
about.
it, and he'll say it like Mickey Mouse.
We
He'll
say,
be like,
Hey, Mom.
he'll say, "Hey, Mom," like Mickey Mouse. "Hey, Mom." Then he'll go, "Hey, Mom."
You cracking yourself up, though. You really cracking yourself up. That felt good.
Because
I plead the
He
fifth. 1, 2,
go-
3, 4, 5, fifth.
you better plead the fifth, the sixth. You might want to get the sixth in there. Take this off of my head. That is loud.
It is loud. You like it?
I mean,
The
not
sound?
loud,
You
but the
like
sound is good.
your
Yeah,
mic- You like the way your mic sound?
yeah, it sounds fine.
Okay. All right. I was doing the testing. All right. That's that. Soya what's his name called it? Elo. What's his name? He called it he said, that sound Russian or something. That's because Alicio didn't know what his Soya's mic was. And so it's like, once he found out Soya's was, he understood it is Russian. And we did an
The
unboxing
makers,
on that.
the
Yeah,
guys,
see, you know that.
The makers.
You got one up on Alicio because you understood and you did the research.
Well,
to
we
find out.
unboxed it. I saw the person in there, so they were clearly Russian.
Let me see. All right, real quick before we sign up, I'm testing this stuff out. That is dope. Look, hey, look. So let's see. I can get this over here to 0 if I move my mic. There, I can get a side shot of you. Look at that. Isn't that dope? Hey, look. You see this? Is that gold popping though? You
It's
like it?
definitely popping. I like it.
You got a straight full custom joint. I got the rig it at home joint.
It's okay. It has a little iridescence to
Little
it.
iridescence.
Iridescence.
It got an iridescence to it.
Iridescence.
Iridescence. Hey,
Yes,
can you
I-
pass me my keys? I gotta pop this bottle open.
Pass your keys.
Your keys
to pop
right
a
there.
Bottle. What?
Just pass the keys with the cards right there, cause it has the bottle opener in it.
You
Yo,
popping bottles.
You are wonderful helping me test this out right now. Can you so act like you're a talk show host and you're presenting your Bertina something.
It's too late to be. Why is my
No, look in
only
the
person
camera.
on here? You need to put it back to the two people.
All right, take your time. Just look right in the
I
camera.
don't need to take no time.
And you know what? You know what? Let me try this. I gotta make sure your lighting's right.
Oh,
Ooh, there we go.
come into the light.
Yes. A little bit of light popped up on you. I like it. Okay. I'm still team MV7 KP. I see you, bro. I mean, it works for her. It works for you. I think y'all can just stay there.
That's what I have.
Yep, that's what you have.
It hasn't come up to my desk yet, but
It hasn't made it to upper class.
No, middle.
Middle. Oh, middle class. Wait a minute. We doing middle class. Oh, if I do that takes light off of me. Wait a minute. What just got into the frame? Oh, I thought it was just me. I didn't know that this was cutting into the frame, so I got to figure out how to reframe everything in here so I can, because this is in the way.
That whole thing is
Yeah.
in the camera.
You know
it's
what?
in that.
It's in this shot right here.
Got it.
But I still got the focus on me. I'll figure it out though.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
So if I did this and did a tighter shot, I could do it. So we're gonna I need lighting, so a light over here, and I'll just have a more directional light to pop that down on you over there. Because when I put the light on you there, it takes light away from me over here. Oh, David is also team MV7. It's a lot of people that's on your side.
I
Look-
mean,
huh?
it's a good side to be on.
Let's see. Hold up. Let's zoom in on you with your MV7. With your MV7 self.
Why are you zooming?
Huh? Okay, wait, hold on. I'm just wait a minute. How did it do that? It was like zooming without me actually touching the zoom. Okay, hang on. There you go. There's your little solo shot. Look at that. Look in the camera. So look in this camera right here real quick. You see that? There you go. You got it, baby. All right, now I'll switch your shot back to the front shot. That's your front shot there. You want me to tighten that one?
No.
You sure? Let's pull that shot in a little bit more. All right, that's good. You helping me test this out. See,
Good.
look, folks,
You know, you testing
this
it.
is how you have to do. You have to run test trials, and that's how you get it right. So now I have
You
a
set
2
your
mic
wife
setup.
up, and
Yeah,
you
we
tell
not
her that
bleeding in the
you're
mic.
You say to her that you're not.
Wait till you see the
live.
title for this YouTube. And so you can test it out. So it's not necessarily double feeding. I can tell that both mics are on.
Don't put your hand over here.
But I'm sorry. Look at that podcaster look. Yes. So let's just say I'm interviewing you now.
Since you're interviewing me now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of late,
Uh-huh.
and I'm exhausted,
Mm-hmm. So what you about to say? Hey, so listen, people, real quick.
I'm going to bed.
You going to bed?
This is what I'm about to do because I am exhausted.
sitting
Well,
high.
no, am I sitting higher?
No, we're fine.
Yeah, I'm just a little tired. I am. Where are we going? What is this loud? Like I don't even know what.
No, it really was just testing. But when you go live, there's like a family setup.
Go live, but where are we? Where are we live at? Like I don't
On
know.
YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yes. Now I could go to Facebook and just type in.
No, we're
Huh?
not gonna do that.
You sure?
No, because I don't know where you're live at. I didn't know. No, I'm just a little tired. I need to go to bed. I still have a whole lot of work to do though.
Mm-hmm.
But
Ooh.
I've no, it's one of our members passed today, and I was just
What?
in a little space because she was I know you're saying she was. That's a little awkward, but she passed of COVID,
Mm-hmm.
and it has been a day.
Yeah.
But we are praying for her family. Kim Laney is her name.
Mm-hmm.
Praying for the family and all her loved ones. But yeah, that and work. So that is kind of where my mind was.
So it took slight toll on you.
It did, yeah. It takes a toll when we lose anybody, but our members, they're
As
our
it-
family. So.
As it should. It should take a toll on us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just you on the camera. Look, so that therefore I can do stuff behind the scenes. See?
Hi, Mr. Camera Junkie. Can you get me off the screen, as the only one? Like we gotta be in here.
Well, no, but you're on the screen because I was doing something behind the scenes real quick.
Popping
So
bottles.
when I'm doing something, just open this. So when I'm doing something behind the scenes, then you have to keep it going on the scene. You get what I'm saying? Thank you, man. Prayers for Kim and the family. Absolutely.
Thank you.
They've been through a lot. Family has been through a lot, and it does get rough. It gets hard, but nevertheless, this is why all of us together really make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
We do.
Go for it. Keep it going.
What are we going for?
Keep the live going.
Oh, keep the live going.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that I'm tired and I'm a little, I don't even know what we're doing or why we're live, but I came down here to find out if he had left something on my nightstand that I didn't even know was supposed to be there. But anywho, yes, prayers for Kim and her family, and COVID is real. Praying for anybody who suffered loss or is going through some changes with that. So oh, is that Vidal? Hi, my pumpkin,
Wait a minute.
my baby.
He's bumming his dad's joint.
Don't hate.
Are you kidding me?
Don't do that.
He's actually bumming his dad's joint. How you bumming your dad's line? So wait. So let me find this. What I'm going to do, if you don't mind, I'm just going to find a piece, just a piece of. I'm gonna find a piece of this music real quick. Okay, is that okay?
A piece of music?
I'm finding a piece of music.
Go ahead. Find your piece of music.
Okay, so wait, hold on, because I want to find
hope
the.
it's,
I want to find the right one. Where is it at? Is this it?
He's looking for the right one. Yeah, David, COVID is real. It is
Thank you.
something else.
Good. So David, you said COVID is real. So something that nobody, well, I'm not going to say nobody, that most of us don't discuss, but everybody's discussing something. It is vaccination or not vaccination. And therein lies the struggle where I'm getting to a place of really wanting to say, make a decision, but talk off of the decision you made, not the decision you didn't make, is more so it. A lot of people are talking off of a decision that they're not making, or if you talk off a decision that you made, it actually makes more sense, but you're not pushing it on somebody else. So it's more like, if you ask me my why and I give you my why, let's stop firing back and forth why your why is a wrong, especially in a pandemic. And in the words of a great friend of mine and a brother, a pastor in Philly, he said, you know, for all what we don't know, it's kind of like, this the only bullet we got. And if it's the only bullet we got, you know, you maybe you have to fire it, maybe you don't, but it's a good thing to know you have it. But it's like you're not even putting that bullet in the chamber. So when I'm in the hospital and I see someone with a band wrapped around their head and it has COVID patient on there, one day and the next day you get a call that they're gone, it makes you rethink the arguments against something that technically could have helped. And so I'm just curious, from people that we know, that we come in contact with, without the argument, who's vaccinated, who's not, judgment free. And if you're not vaccinated, I respect your argument, but what I don't really sit well with is when people are pulling up things that they found on the internet or something that somebody else is saying, and it keeps clouding what is the decision that you're making. Because I think as the future is rolling out, more and more people, as we're saying, COVID is here to stay in a sense, it's going to come down streets. And if you don't have that vaccination, you're risking the mask. So I'm not judging people.
Just wear your mask like it's your underwear. I mean, some people don't wear underwear. But
that's good. I got you.
I mean,
I hear what you're saying.
Put your mask on. It's a part of your clothing. I mean, if you are going to go free, at least be mindful of other people around you.
Yeah.
I mean, and yourself and your family.
I agree.
And everybody has a position, because it's not that people are wrong in thinking about what, you know, their own personal thoughts on the vaccine. It's not that it's any wrong thinking. It's kind of like
what?
All of it is a risk. Which one is higher?
So
do we want life? Maybe life that might be a little, let's say the risk could be side effects or whatever. But then the outcomes of COVID in many cases are death.
Right. So Tiana, we got you. And so you hit it. David said you preaching right now. Thanks, Dave. You're on point. So Tiana says,
oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah, it says, I'm vaccinated and have COVID. Right? Only symptom was burning sinuses.
I know 2 people that are vaccinated and they still got it, because it's something, from my understanding, is like the flu. Take me off of here by myself. It's like the flu.
We just testing this stuff out tonight.
Keep testing and pushing buttons.
Oh my gosh,
but it's like it's not going anywhere. So if we know it's not going anywhere, then you do things to protect yourself. You know, if you don't, somebody said to me today, it's kind of like you're taking a risk and you know that risk has the possibility to lead somewhere. Kind of like if you don't want to get pregnant, you use birth control. You wear a condom. You do these types of things to protect yourself and the other person. I get the arguments, and not even the arguments, but just the thoughts of, how it could affect us, even when it comes to younger people, because we don't know that there's not a lot of studies and research. At the same time, there is evidence that you still live.
Yep.
And I think life is better than death, but, just kind of be mindful. It kind of puts you in this place of, for me, it gets me in this, like, I don't know, it's not a gray area, because I'm sure of what my thoughts are with the vaccine and with this whole disease. But when you talk to your loved ones and you think about people that you care about and you love, and you hear their thoughts, you respect it. You respect it, you love it. But somebody like me, we can't take the risk. We had a scare yesterday. If we're being transparent, we had a scare yesterday because we got notification that someone we were close to was around someone with COVID, and another person had COVID. And
What's going on, Sam?
we were like, oh my gosh, we got to go get tested. And we're vaccinated. So we're, just trying to make sure we're secure. And we can't take chances because our boy. And here's the crazy thing. People are passing away and they don't have underlying health conditions, like major ones.
Right.
Because it's that detrimental.
Digital Buddha, my man in the house. So look, here's what's crazy.
Oh, what does that say?
Here's what's crazy.
The gift of life.
Yeah, David, I love this. This is, and we have our fun with this. It's a serious matter,
That's
but we have our
hilarious.
fun with it. Like you said, the wages of COVID is death.
They the
Like,
same makers of Viagra, so if they can raise the
yeah,
dead,
if Viagra can raise the dead, I mean, come on, y'all.
that was hilarious.
Listen, Tiana, I hope I'm pronouncing that name
Yes,
right. Yeah, taking the flu vaccine doesn't stop folk from getting the flu. Absolutely.
it stops them from, but it helps for them from dying. Like not that it's all end all be all, but it. What? Hi, Kombucha.
See, when it's just me, you
Hello,
just scroll right on by. Now, Tina on there, that's how you married folk do. You get married and you got
don't
all
hate.
new.
Don't hate. Anywho, hi, Kombucha. It's real, and I guess we can be. I guess this is your platform where people can be candid. There can, like you said, there's no judgment.
Right.
It's like, have the conversation. Why not? Right? Why not? It could be side effects, right? It could be we don't know what's going to happen 5 years from now. If you get it. Stop. Kombucha, don't give him any more compliments, because he is like this whole camera
And there's
thing.
more.
Oh God, this whole camera thing. But anywho, we're talking about vaccine, and we're talking about real
Right.
life or death.
Right.
Again, we're just, and Kim is not the only person. There are quite a few people, and you lost another. Well, we did when Paris passed. Same of COVID. People are losing people that are close to them, and it's not just that somebody's close to you. It's just, it's life we playing with.
So wait, you know what? And I wanted to bring this up, and those of you who are listening, I'm curious of your points or opinions on here. I keep seeing the argument of, if you raise the bar and you say, or if you just raise the question, you say, hey, are you saying yes to a comment?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put it up. If you take the argument of, hey, you know what? Something wrong with the vaccine. I got it. But here's something that I'm just considering. Unless you're telling me that the data is wrong and we have not lost 500,000 people, I'm trying to understand if we're going towards a solution. Then when we start getting towards the solution, yes, it has to go through test trials and stuff, but people are dying daily, and it shut down America. So when you have a vaccine and you have a great amount of population that's vaccinated and you don't have a big number of deaths, I'm confused with the person that wants to raise the issue of the small percentage of people that got a shot and they died. Okay, I got you. I mean, it's not like people don't die in Teslas. It's not like people don't die in Subarus, and they're like the number one rated, car for crashes. It's not like you don't put a seatbelt on. Just because, you put the seatbelt on. You don't put it on and say it's going to save me. Basically, it's not a guarantee it's going to save you, but you put the seatbelt on because you've seen death in an accident not having the seatbelt on. So you don't put it on saying it's going to save me, but it's kind of like that old saying, an ounce of prevention is a pound of the cure. Mm-hmm. So for me, I'm just saying it's bothering me more to walk into a place and see coulda, shoulda, woulda. And David, you put up a good joke, but there's another one that says when some of us get to heaven, if we die of COVID, it's like, yo, Lord, why'd you let me die of COVID? It's like, well, I gave you a vaccine, but we're going so deep on trying to authenticate if it's legit and whatnot.
But what is, for people that don't, and for those, I think I asked this question on one time. We had a forum with some barbers and stylists, but what would you give as the answer?
That's good. Say it again. Say it again. You get the full picture.
For people who object the vaccine or who are not for it, and even blatantly talk against it, right? Not just for yourself. What is your solution? What answer do you have to help us stay safe?
Good question. So I was trying to say that about the flu because of the COVID vaccine. We're all taking a chance. Yep. We must trust God at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. I totally agree. Now, wait, let me stop on that point real quick. Full disclosure, as best as we can with keeping this, 100. We lost somebody whose position was, I need to do nothing because I trust God. I get it. But now we got to roll back a little bit. And it's kind of like the church's position now from a legal standpoint of view. If we don't list specifically in our bylaws or our position when it comes to society that we're against vaccines, then we can't pick and choose particular vaccines, because then we start to go down this long list of based off of what? Like, what validates a full trial of it? Are we standing behind what the FDA says or the CDC, or what's our guideline? And how do we pick out, well, if the doctor says your kid needs 5 shots, the child doesn't have a say in the matter at birth, but you let them stick your kid with a needle. So if you ain't checking all of that, or if it's just based off of results or in history, most of these things weren't epidemics as such as this. And there weren't that many deaths involved in that manner. So at this point, we do have to make better decisions, or we have to stop the extra commentary what we don't know. But I think it's just social media that's really exacerbating the whole thing. Digital Buddha says, I feel you kombucha. Okay, I'm now double watching. Okay, Noah and I are watching the movie and I'm watching the combos. You don't have to watch this, Digital Buddha. We're just on here. I was actually testing the mic out, farting around, and I made Tina stay down here for a while. Important conversation. I'm listening. If you'd like to add anything to it, let us know. So COVID didn't only shut down America, it shut down the world. Come on, sir. Lim Drops, great trip. Love your pictures. Love the family stuff. Lim, you have to take some photos of us when we come to New York. I'm giving you the camera, and you are one person that I do trust to take the camera out of my hand or use your camera and take photos of Tina and I when we get a chance to meet up with you and your lovely family in New York. Sir, I love you, man. Simply put, it's not a perfect solution, but it's working for a lot of people. Just my thought. Welcome in Lim Drops. So Charlotte Drew, adding to the vaccine convo, in Houston, there's almost no ICU availability because of unvaccinated people getting COVID and needing hospitalization. Mm-hmm. Charlotte, I hear you.
That's a real thing.
I hear you. Okay. Eat right and vitamins. Mm-hmm. I agree with this. Okay.
Yeah.
Wisdom is a principal thing. I see comments coming in. Alec, you're up, man. Good to see you, Alec. He said, let's go, fam. Why am I hitting that button? I got the comments up here. Let's go, fam. Looking good. Daryl Cook, shout outs to you, man. My Ecam buddy and brother in Christ. We also have a thank you, sir. Haha, let's do it. Okay, for me, I'm vaccinated, but I'm immune compromised, meaning I have health issues that compromise limit my natural immunization. So it's still super crazy for me. I'm gonna let Tina take that. Go for it.
No, that's it. That's it. It's because even me, you know, I had to wait for it because of my own health and medical conditions. I had to wait to even get approval for the vaccine from my doctors. But as soon as they gave approval, I got it. And I, you know, it's funny. We trust medicine when we want to. And when we don't necessarily have to, we don't trust it. It's here for a reason. And just thinking about the importance of, if I am not covered, especially for those of us who have children, if I'm not covered, then I'm actually putting my child at danger. I actually had some parents, though, we were doing a survey, and I had a parent to tell me, one woman was pregnant, and she said, I'm not getting it because I'm pregnant, and I don't know it. I don't know how it's going to affect me. Respect that. The other woman had children, and she said, I'm not getting it because I don't want to get something that my children can't get as well. So why am I going to protect myself and I can't protect them? And it was a real thing. Like, it was real. That was the thought. That was the mindset behind it. And I respected it because a lot of us think, you know, it's like, I'm not going to eat if my kids can't eat too. Whereas in actuality, not getting it actually puts them more at risk.
Yes.
Especially if your lifestyle is being around other people. Now, if you stay in the house, because I got some people that argue it, they stay away from people, they don't go out, they're always masked up, fine. By all means. But if you out here in these streets,
yeah,
and you just wilding out,
that's a whole nother thing. Just in these streets,
and you just unmasked, and you just not vaccinated, and we all have to be careful because we have to also think about responsibility. And I'm never pointing a finger and not thinking back at us. We had your birthday party, right?
Yep.
And a lot of people, majority of people were masked, which was a good thing.
Well, everybody followed protocol. I think they respected our character, our nature, how we are, and they knew it was a risk. And I think most people that know me, they know I wouldn't have planned it based on how my behavior is towards COVID.
Yeah.
So
and we took a risk though, right? We took a risk. I did it as a surprise. We took a risk, but we also talked to a bunch of those people individually, and I'm not going to say everybody, but most were vaccinated. So in that space, we had a little bit more protection in that space, but we took a risk. But we were also responsible in it, and it's not like we're always going to be responsible, right? We're not going to always have the mask on, but at least we took the one step to be vaccinated. This is really going into people that really are refusing vaccination. You're traveling across the world. You're unmasking. You're in and out of all these different places, and you're basically a little careless.
Yeah.
And that's the part right there. That's it.
So look at this. Tiana says, in Florida, lost a close friend 2 friends ago. Okay, 2 Fridays ago. Got you with the correction. With 40 others that wasn't vaccinated, and at least 15 people died before he died in less than 15 hours. When I tell you, walking into that hospital to see a loved one and not knowing that it was basically their last day, and in less than 24 hours getting a message that they're no longer here. And again, to see a band that says COVID patient, I thought about, I wasn't going to get the vaccination. I just wasn't. I wasn't anti. I was just like, I ain't worried about it. I'm just put my mask on now. To my sister Carla's point, she's right. And we all agree. Still mask up. But the thing was, I was like, I ain't going to get the vaccination. You know, I wasn't preaching don't do it or do it. I was just like, all right, whenever I feel like it, I'll do it. And then it was more so of a convenience thing. And I just kept procrastinating because I knew my level of responsibility was, I'm pretty much in the house. I'm not trying to be in a cluster of people. I know the risk I'm going to take. I'm a vitamin person. I seen that in the comments. I'm gonna do my vitamins, exercise,
You're
and I don't travel much.
Masked up, like.
But I was making a choice that if I'm not getting vaccinated, I'm not jumping on the plane going nowhere. I'm gonna just forget about it. And if I feel like I want to go somewhere, I'm gonna get vaccinated. Then I was like, I don't want a shot just to go to Cancun. I'm just a funny guy. But I got vaccinated. I got the first shot. I was fine. Second shot, fine. My wife was a little sick, but that's just the nature of how we are. She gets sick, huh?
Right. But that's a normal.
She gets sick no matter what. If it's flu
Yeah.
season, she gets a cold, and I got to give her the tea and stuff. She asks for NyQuil.
It takes me down.
Before COVID. So with COVID, it's the same way I was before, the same way I am. And so if I can jump to something else that was said in the column, Charlotte says, my husband immunosuppressed. Okay, meaning he takes necessary meds that suppresses natural immunization. So it's still super scary for him too. If you look at the comments, we going down. And David, I agree with you. We're praying for you and your family, sis. So that you know that. And now to David, you said she says to David, thank you so much. I'm about 8 days in and no symptoms at all at the moment. So he says it's like an airplane.
Yep.
You have to put your oxygen mask on
first
before you help someone else. My wife was a flight attendant. She knows this all too well. So I look at it like vaccination for me was more so not for Keith, not for fear of me with COVID. I still think I'm some asymptomatic anomaly blessing or something like that. Look, y'all can test me and take samples from me because it ain't bothering me. Knock on wood. Like, don't overthink it. Like, it just ain't gonna bother you, and just keep playing with fire. So to not play with fire,
are suffering now because the school districts all over the country are shutting down because adults are coming in and not being vaccinated, and or they're allowing their children to go around so many people. It's a lot. And it really is. We put so many other things in our body, and not for everybody, but we put so many other things in our body. Do we really think that this, and we don't know. We can't predict the future on what this is going to do.
Yeah.
But if you are not fearful to take down a whole bottle of alcohol, or if you ain't fearful to eat food that you know your blood pressure gonna go sky high,
or try a drink at a party that you didn't see anybody pour.
Try a drink at a party, puff some weed with somebody,
you don't
just
know if they
passing
laced
through
it.
their lips. I mean, if we're not afraid to do those types of things,
right,
makes me ponder the thought.
David, I heard of this story. The family that just lost both parents.
Yes.
Thank you. Caps specific.
Praying
both
for
parents. And kids are 5, 7, 2, and 8 weeks old.
Yeah.
It's times like that you start to think a vaccination is so bad. Again, this is not pushing vaccination, because there are people, as Tiana said, and a few others that we know, and part of our struggle was I literally was waiting on what Tina's doctor said for her. So it was kind of like the husband and wife holding hands. If she gets it, I'm gonna get it. If she can't get it, then I actually wasn't going to get it unless the doctor said you have to get it to protect her and your son.
But then we would have been on lockdown for even longer, because we would have had to just be with y'all all the time on here and not travel. We didn't do much for the whole first year. And I mean, when I say much, nothing. Like, it was an emergency or something had to happen if we left home. But we got to protect our baby,
Reverend Lemuel,
Reverend?
the true photographer. I showed you a picture there. Some of his photos. His work is awesome. Listen. And Lem, you inspired me. So the latest post I put on Facebook, that's inspiration from an eye that you have with photography. I love it. But you're a Canaanite, so you get no love on the Sony part on the live site. No, I'm messing with you, Lem. But listen, remember Acts 12 with Rona. Rona's telling the people, she's telling and praying people that Peter is the one they're praying for is out of prison, knocking at the door. And the church prayed most of 2020 for God to slow down or stop COVID. And then the next statement, he says the vaccine comes in earlier than expected. Boom. Okay. And now the same people are like the people towards Rona they don't believe that God has answered our prayers through vaccine. Preach, boy. Come on, man. Don't even believe that God has answered our prayers. It's almost like it's too good to be true. And Lim, I got to say this, and I didn't even tell my wife this. As I was riding a bike today, it's kind of like God speaks to me while I'm on the bike. And I started getting this feeling, Tina, that was crazy. And it was starting to feel like I was like, this whole is too good to be true. We're going through a test right now. Like, we're really going through a test, and it reminded me of how we are about our faith. This is not a preaching broadcast right now. We're not trying to open the doors of the church or nothing like that. I am a pastor.
You're welcome to come in.
But you're welcome to come in. Lemuel's a pastor. David knows the Lord. All this, and many others know. It's other preachers on here. But I just want to sneak this preach and say this. It's kind of like the Noah's Ark thing. It's kind of like the it's going to rain. It's kind of like you're telling the solution, but it seems like it's too good to be true, and or you feel like you have to raise against it just because, and also in the face of the numbers of over 500,000 deaths. I'm just going to sit at that halfway mark to 1 million in America and just say, yes, we needed a solution. The former president, with no disrespect to him, remember his main push was, trust me, vote for me again, because I'm going to get you a vaccine. And so then the next argument was that the companies held up the vaccine so that he wouldn't get the credit. And the same people that was on his side are some of the same people that's saying, we don't trust this vaccine, but if he was still president, they'd be pushing for it. I'm just kind of lost with that, but at the end of the day, it's coming down to deaths. And one of the things that we don't really talk about is, and I'm gonna go Bible here. They say that you are X, Y, and Z, Jesus. They over there say that you're a healer. They over there say you're a miracle worker. They over there say that you are the chosen one. But he asked the people around him, who do you say that I am? This is what's going to help our families, our friends, when we get in these small conversations. Don't give me what Fox and CNN said. Give me what your decision is. Your decision. What do you know who you are and understand your reality? I'm just hoping that people don't catch it too late and be in the positions that I've been in and seeing people testify of being against vaccination. And then when it's too late to get it, it's just too late. Okay? I hear comments coming in. Let me scroll.
You hear them?
Yeah,
You better hear them.
Yeah, she can hear. So parents vax is a blessing for kids so that they will be around to provide for the kids. Mm-hmm. Okay? Okay.
The Macias family, the family above who lost the two parents.
Yes.
They're not going to see their kids again.
Nope.
No.
Hey, listen, you're welcome. I mean, if you throw a thank you in there, I can say you're welcome. Charlotte, I am a pastor, so, we have to lead by example. And I don't regret my weight. I don't regret my patience. I don't regret my analyzation, but I'm not going to throw people in one direction or the other of forcing you to get it and forcing you not to get it. I'm just going to be a natural with it and give you my real why. Mm-hmm.
Still people who are vaccinated and can still spread it. Yeah, people act like it's a free pass to go back to normal. It's not. Yeah, because even being vaccinated, we still need to stay masked because we just don't know enough.
Yeah.
But the mask is like, it's like a part of you now. It's like, just do it.
That part right there. So the crazy thing about mask is, and I said this, I was wearing masks before COVID because I didn't like the bugs and the flies when I was on the trail. I got old pictures on Strava where I was riding around with a mask on. And, and also because people would sneeze on the trail. And when I seen the cloud of smoke and the right lighting, when this dude sneezed, you literally could see the follicle, what do you call it, follicles or whatever, the little micro, the nasty that was just a thing around his face.
It's a cloud of
that you could
disease.
see. And I'm like, people ride through that. So I would just put my mask on because bees always found a way to smack me directly in the lip or something. So it was funny, but I looked at vaccination or not, the first step is to stop that wind from moving in people's direction. and then vaccination is something that works from the inside to protect that which comes in from the outside. God have mercy.
That's the word right there. I
was about to do it.
knew.
I was about to do
I
it.
knew that
Sorry,
was about to
my
be a
fault.
word.
I was about to do something there. I was about
From
to do
the
something.
inside, I knew.
Come on, Lem. Come on, Father. He said, I did it for my babies.
That's it.
Had 2 days of fevers.
Yep.
Come on, sir.
Yep.
Okay, vaccine and chill. Rob
Yeah.
Values. Gotta say hi to Rob. Gotta say hi to Rob.
Hi, Rob. He
See
says,
that?
well.
Well.
Rob.
Listen, Rob.
Rob, he snuck his preaching here. For
Yeah.
real. Come on. Prayer works.
Oh, Nikon. My fault. Let me. He's Nikon. I'm sorry. He's Nikon camera.
Come on.
Listen. Oh, at Lim Josh, you are preaching better than you are typing. Come on, sir.
Come on.
Come on,
I love
Tiana.
it.
Said you were preaching better.
He said I'm dead.
Oh,
650,000. Oh
oh,
yeah. Wow.
that's the number. Okay,
Yeah.
let me catch it up.
We back in the. We back. Please catch
Noah's
up.
Ark
You done
story.
missed
Okay,
all
I'm
the-
sorry. I'm doing a Diana Gladney.
You
Ladies and
done
gentlemen,
missed all
ladies
the
and gentlemen,
comments.
I apologize for doing a Diana Gladney. Somebody summons
You
her and
gonna
let her
leave
know.
her alone.
I did a Diana Gladney.
Leave her
I'm
alone.
slow
Now
in the
get through
comments
these
today.
comments,
I'm getting through the
don't you?
comments. Okay, let
You
me
leave her alone.
let me move up. Okay.
Acting like my 5-year-old. Cry, he's hungry. I tell him there's some chicken and rice on Nancy. No. Yeah.
Droplets. Nasty
Yeah.
Works. That's a good thought at Rob. Sneaker Preach. This is good. Team Nikon. Okay.
I think
good.
he
We
caught
caught
up.
Yeah,
I
we
think
caught up.
he caught up.
Man, that was a Diana Gladney moment. She said, let me look in these comments from 2020.
You
real
know
quick."
what? You will not do her like that. Don't do her like that.
Kombucha gonna snitch on me because she friends with you
Please
and Diana.
do, because
she
you
gonna
are
snitch.
ignorant.
Rob's not gonna snitch.
You're ignorant.
Lem's not gonna snitch. You know what I'm saying? But listen, you. So
Are high risk.
yeah. So that whole vaccination thing is, and so now she's
But
concerned.
let's
Go ahead.
I mean, I say let's talk about it. Let's just openly just talk about it. You know, it's not a judgment thing. It's just, you know, how you can kind of just give your opinion and thoughts. But it is a safety thing. I will say that it is an absolute safety thing.
Yes. Now here's something I was going to say. This is crazy. Part of that thought that, you know, God was messing with me with was how at the beginning, and I understand where here's the other problem part. When you have people who end up being those people who out of fear, now catch this here. It's almost like our faith. People out of fear at the beginning were saying, oh, did you get vaccinated? And somebody's like, no. Oh, why not? Why not? You know, and they like, and then we didn't give room for the, let's see how this is working. We still in the testing, but we got to hurry up and do something because these deaths are mounting up. ICUs are filling up. And then Johnson & Johnson comes in. I was waiting on Johnson & Johnson. I'm like, I'm trying to be one and done. You know, straight punk over 2 shots. And when I got vaccinated, it was like, I'm sitting here chit-chatting. It was like, and the girl was so good doing that. I was like, oh, that's all it is? Man, I was mad with myself for being concerned about a shot. However, then Johnson & Johnson said, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Time out. And then everybody got, oh, see, that's why I said, don't do no vaccination. Cause blah, blah, blah. But it's kind of like the fear and faith problem. The fear, people were like, oh, get vaccinated. And they seem like they're pro-vaccination for the safety part, but they were more so about the fear, not the safety. Okay. Then the other side of the spectrum is those who just are like, I ain't gonna believe nothing until you give me 100% proof. I mean, and I'll have people that'll send me stuff from illegitimate sources. I'm like, do you even follow these people? They're not even on prime time, and you found some information out. And I'm like, do you really think that a demonic source of something is going to be in the hands and CVS's and Walgreens all over the place, and little Lulu and Becky's hand, and little Jimmy and Bobby and Rafiq and all of them hands to stick something in your arm? Do you really think
Rafiq?
that's going that there's some super scientific underhanded thing that's going on in this is real? And it seems like, you know, I think that right now government's hands are tied where we're playing Russian roulette day by day. We're just playing it like day by day. And yeah, go ahead. You would say it's day by day. Another problem is
Oh yeah, people they don't pray first, read and research for themselves. They're
Yes.
too busy. Yeah, it's so many variables with that. You can read and research, do it yourself. Some people don't understand. You had a post one day when people said I researched it. It was something somebody wrote and was like, researching it is not just the surface, right? It's not
Right.
just going and looking. It's like,
Right.
did you do a dissertation? Did you write this type of paper? Did
Right.
you cross check? You know,
Right.
it's research can go a lot deeper. But to correct to what Tiana, I want to say, I hope I'm saying your name right.
yeah,
Tiana or Tiana, we need Hooked on Phonics for your name.
yeah. We need a phonics spelling of your name.
But it's they're
And that
listening
A
or
is
it's
capital, so
by hearsay.
Tiana, I think. Tiana. We working on it. We're gonna work. Yeah, give us a for dummies, John.
But anywho, we can do our research, but some people don't know how to research. They look at what they find on Google. You can find a lot on there, but when you don't compare, when it's something like this, it's kind of like the research. You got to really know how to research, and then you got to think about it for yourself, right? You got to think about, once the research hits, what works for you and what works for your family and your loved ones. So it goes deep. At the end of the day, though, if 650,000 people have died, people are still getting it now. We're still dying now. It doesn't matter what color, creed, wherever you're from, it's happening. Do we take one for the team?
Peer review search.
Do we take one for the team? So peer review, yeah, like just because you're friends, your fam, or your people that you just hanging with, they just saying nah, and they giving their take, and that's your research. You're like, oh, because so and so said it, and it's like, yeah, but is that the truth?
Well, so okay, because we're candid here. A lot of people like to use the word candid. I'm gonna use it with a K. So candid conversation. What does candid actually mean? Candid is like intimate.
It's like raw. It's like
raw.
It's
Okay,
just,
so
it is what it is.
so-
Candid, free.
So
like,
candid, free conversation. Here's the thing, David. Follow me on this. Lim, follow me on this if you're still here. Preachers in the house, follow me on this, and everybody else. You, whether you go to church or not. Let's talk words from on high. If you look over the internet now, you can find a preacher, a prophet to give you, God said that you're going to get a car tomorrow, a house. Your business is not going to go under. It's going to flourish. It's going to thrive. And it's a word to help you out in hard time. Money's low, somebody lost the job or something. It's a word that's really going to break through to solve your problem at your address on your street. Some people just gonna not like me for this. I'm gonna say this. Isn't it strange that we don't have a plethora of prophetic words or people that are that tapped in, that God is not clear enough on get vaccinated for the greater good, or it's a trick of the enemy, don't do it. There's this whole political realm of who's making money and this, that, and the third. Of course. I mean, there's a Louis Vuitton line every time I go to King of Prussia and somebody's making money, whether they are this, that, whether they are white, black, Chinese, Puerto Rican, whether they are atheists, whether they are Christian, whether they are Buddhist, whatever they are, whether they was part of Nazis, whether they was part of KKK. Somebody's hand is in the pot somewhere, okay, that's making money off of this. Is that a conspiracy? No, people still stand in line and they buy the product at the end of the day.
But if it is a conspiracy,
go ahead.
Are you ever going to really find out?
That's a whole nother piece to it. That's good. How much, what are you actually going to find out in the long run?
I'm asking the question. If it is, right? Will you ever really find out the truth? And at that point,
Rob, I couldn't even read it. I saw it. I couldn't read it.
Have died. Like, if it is a conspiracy, Then what?
So
What are we stopping if it's a conspiracy? What are we stopping them from doing?
since I'm gonna stretch it just a tad more. This is not about test the preacher that's preaching every week, or that got congregation stuff. This is not an indictment against prophets and all. But what I'm saying is, if we got all these prophetic words of specifics on don't vote for Trump, vote for Biden, or vote for Biden, don't vote for Trump, or vice versa, whatever, or the next president, don't do this and don't do that, and we so deep on all of that stuff. Where is the clear word that helps people to understand what do we do when funerals are every day or backed up? I mean, did anybody say it was a hoax that the trucks weren't real outside of the hospitals that were there for mobile morgues? Hello, somebody. So therefore, we were pushing for, as Lemuel said, we were pushing for a solution. A solution comes and we have to test that. It's kind of like the children of Israel, that they pray for food and then they not satisfied with what they get, and they like it better the way it was. It's like the complaints of everything, but yet at the same time, we have this hunger and the desire to move back towards normalcy. But if the way to get back to normalcy is to do something that you keep testing, or as David is saying about the peer checks and whatnot, we're going to be in a frenzy of stupidity for a long time. And unbeknownst to people, for most people, especially church folk that are like, oh, I miss congregation, sometimes they're not helping towards handling solution. When churches are trying to fill out, survey sheets, and people don't want to say if they got vaccinated or not. I mean, how selfish can we be? Okay, how selfish can we be? And then you have people just throwing mundane stuff out there like, oh, if you can go on an airplane, then you can sit in the congregation. I haven't been on a plane where people are shouting and doing praise and worship and
but
stuff.
But if you travel out the country, you got to have some kind of card that say you vaccinated or tested. So,
yeah,
if you can do that for travel.
Normal is way over.
But,
normal is way over. And since I'm a tech guy, and a lot of people in here that's left are tech people. What you laughing at?
Caleb says this. That is sus. It's sus. Everything is sus.
Look, so before we get off, I will say this: I'm enjoying this virtual realm. Not over enjoying it compared to physical connection. I totally miss people, and I think we're finding a way. But what's crazy though? People that we are connecting with, it's not organized connection like it was before pandemic. Mm-hmm. Before pandemic, it was organized connection, and we started to get drained with it, or it was so repetitive that the breakup and then our risk that we're taking now allows us to connect with people that we wouldn't normally connect with. And even in this case, in this realm, in this environment, everybody we're meeting in these YouTubes and comment sections and stuff and meet new friends, I think is healthy. And I think we ought to, as the word of God says, redeem the times. And just taking that word without going deep in scripture and just saying redeem the time. There's like, when you redeem something, think about a coupon. How many times do we get coupons for something and we never redeem it? We just kind of throw it in the trash. We like, we ain't worry about it. We just get a new pocket of money and say, I don't know where I put it. But if you think like old grandmom and them, I mean, when you think of them days of being at grandmom's house and whoever that old family member was back in the day of those 60s, 70s kids, whatever, right? There was a wholeness, a come togetherness to the point where they pulled out every coupon at the supermarket. They wait, hold up, baby, and that bill would be $100, and they would just sit there and yank coupon after coupon. I got a coupon for that, and by God, my wife, after all these years, she actually used to do that. She'll stop and say, wait a minute, and she'll start pulling out the coupons, and the girl at the counter is looking pissed like, are you kidding me? But that's redeeming. There it is. That's a sneak preach right there. It takes time. I just wanted to get out the stove and enjoy the food. I wanted to get home before the ice cream melt. But Tina was sitting there and she had to redeem the coupon she had. And so it takes time. Sometimes you got to stretch the time out a little bit and not rush through everything, no matter how bad it seems. For me, it was like, this is getting on my nerves, taking all day, and the poor child got to ring up this, that, and the third. But Tina was redeeming the coupons. So right now, how about if we learn to redeem the time? And redeeming the time is how I met Kombucha. And redeeming the time is how I met David. Is how I met David Blackman. But he's not a black man. He's Blackman. No, but it's how we met each other. Mr. Camera Junkie and different people. Can't name you all. But all of these people in my Ecamm community, this is how we met, because I learned to redeem the time, because I knew that God has his hand on everything that we had that was normal. We got to be, this is almost like trying to hold on to earth when heaven is in front of you. It's almost like a practice of, are you willing to let go your comfort zone and what you want and trust me for the tomorrow? And then can you follow instructions without a mandate? Think about this. Can you follow a spiritual instruction without a mandate? Those people who can't get vaccinated, you know you can't. You know what the risks are. But for those who can, and as David said, and Lim said, for the sake of others as well. And so what are you willing to take on? What are you willing to not go so deep on? And again, check your sources, because if you keep taking in that somebody's telling you and you running around shouting and telling everybody, oh, I got to get me an outfit because the man or woman, the guy prophesied and said, I got to get ready for the car that I'm going to get next week. But you ain't getting no clear word on vaccination. You ain't getting no clear word on mask. You ain't getting no clear word on any kind of quarantine or something. Something wrong. Something absolutely wrong. Tina, you looking like you about to say something. Look at her, y'all.
No, I am I'm just listening. I think it's good. I like what David just put in there. Yes. Instructions without a mandate. It's, obedience.
Wow.
It gets us, longevity.
Hey, I wasn't even paying attention to myself. I just let God speak. Y'all hit it on the money. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Spiritual instructions without a mandate.
It's like, I don't know. I guess it's because I'm still in a space of definitely, okay, we got to make sure we protect ourselves. But if you're going to make a decision, make the decision that bears around safety. That's it. Just make the decision that's going to bear around safety. Get it? If you don't, that's not the right way. What is my hair doing? If you don't want to get vaccinated, fine. Stay home.
You know what else is crazy? Doc Rock got vaccinated before we did, right? And I remember Doc saying, and here's the thing, he didn't even push on his platform. But as an example, I remember, I remember Doc saying like, yeah, I got that, that first shot, I got the first jab, and then he went for a second one. I kind of just remember the different times. David, how you and Tina have a sidebar? Look, she all excited. The green and gold. She wants your green and gold.
It's so nice.
She mad with me because I didn't move it upstairs yet. I'm going to move it upstairs and get me a color down here for it. Devin, what's going on? A car won't stop them. So, okay. A hill of beans. Okay. If they get sick. Yep. A car won't help them hill of beans if they get sick. We need pure instructions from God. Come, listen, this is one, my wife will tell you this. It is one of the reasons why, and I love my members. Shout out to Southern Baptist Church. I love my members and the whole church. But it's one of the struggles I have with just being a pain in the neck minister that says, I've been called by God to say something. But I can be some people's worst enemies because I feel bad for people. She did have the time look. I don't have the time camera set. Look, that's the time look. Wait a minute. You don't understand. Look. My bad.
You're the worst.
Wait a minute. See, Tiana's messing everything up. Absolutely. Why do we become like, maybe it's the incorrect word here. I'm not the scholar. The eschatological
Come
experts.
on, theologian. Come through, theologian.
Why do we
Come
become these
through,
end of days
theologian.
experts when there's a heightened thing such as the vaccination? You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like when we don't, thank you, Kombucha, for that hashtag. If we don't redeem the time, if you don't look at redeeming the time, you're not focusing on the product that you're purchasing or what you're getting to add value. Okay, there's a cost in adding value, but you have coupons where you redeem it. So if you think of a life and redeeming the time, we have to spend time in this pandemic platform. We have to spend time in a world that is shifting. We have to take time and spend time in an uncomfortable area, right? But if we look at from a spiritual sense, there's coupons for us. And so when we think about that and you take time to place it forth and redeem time, okay? Redeem time that you have now. You actually can take the time to get enriching. And when you take the time to get enriching, you don't want to look back and say shoulda, coulda, woulda. And I'm just tired of losing people.
You just made up a word right there too.
What?
Enriching.
Enriching.
I never heard that.
Never heard that. Yeah.
Never heard of enriching.
But I'm tired of looking back at shoulda, coulda, woulda. And back to that point with Dot Rock. Dot Rock didn't go on a platform. I didn't see it. I might have missed the live. But he didn't go in like, oh, everybody get vaccinated, whatever. He was the example, said, I got vaccinated, okay? And with that, I think that if more people would speak where they are, truthfully, and if we have these conversations, I think it'll actually help people. Because we don't grandiose stuff, but if you talk to us, we're going to tell you. You understand?
I don't think there's anything wrong with having the conversation, whether you agree or not. I think the conversation is important.
What's going on, sis?
Because the conversation, like the convo, like what you do, it actually
twisting.
to process thoughts. What am I doing?
Chocolate yoga's on here, so do your twist.
Oh, my limbs ain't right tonight. Chocolate yoga, my limbs.
We're going to do a yoga class with you when we come back to LA.
I can't
All right.
down dog and up dog right now. I don't have my down dog ready. My down dog is not ready.
Your down dog's not ready?
No,
come on, come
my
through.
My up dog is not ready either.
Come through.
Down dog and up
Ben,
dog.
You got it? All right. Well.
It's not really that. Down dog and up dog is not really
Spend time in an uncomfortable area. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know. See, that's what and sometimes it got to be uncomfortable, right? Sometimes the conversation got to be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
We grow from it, right? You grow. It hurts when you're working out and you got to get muscles and stuff. It's uncomfortable, but the outcome is good. So, because he got some muscles.
Oh, she like my muscle. See that, Callie?
But I know.
Look, she like the muscles.
The workout, it's not comfortable. The up dog, down dog, that ain't comfortable, but clears you out.
Okay.
Anywho.
So look, tomorrow we have to do we got summoned in a sense. So shout out to Pastor Sean Edmonds, my boy Darren Croft.
Oh,
I still call him Pastor Croft. We have to do
He's still a pastor.
vows. Is it called vows? Y'all pray for. We are so
honoring your vows.
Honoring your vows, right?
We are.
Oh, kombucha.
Oh wait, let me tell you what it's called. Hold on.
Go ahead. She looking it up. Kombucha. I like this. Carla, would you say this has been the conversation in the world since the vaccine has come out, and it's caused division and bullying on both sides. You are absolutely right. Oh,
hold up.
Tiana said it's a pretty microphone.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Did we win?
What? Wait, did Washington play tonight?
Sorry,
Oh my gosh.
sorry, because my girls just came through, and would you look at this child? Would you look at her? She done got.
Why is she excited? Because
Come on and skate on through. Okay. Sorry.
David, I actually do, sir.
My team definitely did win tonight. Oh my God. I just had to, breaking news.
To all my Eagles fans, please, Carla, let her know that is not breaking news because the Washington team, the football team with no name, has won tonight.
Say what you want.
Where Tina is from. She is from that place.
Say what you want.
The former something skins. That's where she's from. And,
say what you want.
And they must have won tonight. What was the score?
We must have won.
They must have won.
We did. Anywho, tomorrow, understanding your vows. Don't know how this is going to work out or how we're even going to explain it.
No, we sure don't.
Because, I don't even know how I live with him.
Don't say breaking news, Kombucha. Like she's a Washington fan. Like
I most certainly am.
Her and Doc Rock, like
born and bred.
DC.
Born and bred. Southeast, Southwest, Northeast.
Who are they playing tonight? Bad News Bears. Were they playing Bad News? They were playing the Bad News Bears, and they won. It was
there's always some hateration.
The dads were playing with
As
their
you can
kids.
see, we have to get in uncomfortable conversations, right? In such situations.
Who were they playing?
We have to be very uncomfortable at times. Let me gloat in my girlfriend dancing on social media.
Carla asked, "What's your quarterback's name?"
What's your quarterback's name?
No, she asked
Eagles.
you first.
What's your quarterback name? The now one. What's their name?
Used to live in the DMV, Herndon, Virginia.
Hey, Kombucha. Yes. So, Kombucha.
Here we go. The hood about to come out.
So she did say Herndon, VA, right by Dr. Eli. Okay. All right. She made it clear she lived in the DMV, so you definitely were close by. And she didn't do like some people. They're like, oh, I'm from DC and you really from Maryland. Or you really from Virginia. When you say where you from, that's like being from Philly and you really from like Harrisburg. Or you really from like Norristown. Like you ain't from Philly.
My God.
There's a difference.
Wow.
But I respect Kombucha because she said the DMV. And that's it. The DMV covers DC, Maryland, and Virginia.
Wow.
So that's my homegirl next door.
Say a word.
Thank you, Kombucha.
Come through.
Sister Tucson. Sister Tucson.
She don't even know who they played.
I know exactly who they
See,
played.
that's the problem when
First
you don't
of
know
all,
your enemy.
I know who they played, okay?
Preach
Number
on that
one.
when you don't know your enemy.
You got to know them. You got to get,
You ain't know who y'all was playing.
I know who we was playing.
Who was y'all
I don't
playing?
have to answer y'all.
Who's y'all play?
They were blue.
Who? The Cowboys?
No.
Wait, who beat y'all Sunday?
Who beat y'all?
Nobody.
Okay. So don't ask me no questions then.
We don't have that problem.
So don't ask me no questions. Oh, you have that problem, okay? You have that problem. I know who they played.
On Sunday. Eagles.
Sister Tucson,
Eagles
we played
won.
the Giants today, just to be clear.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
The Giants.
It doesn't matter.
That was a coin toss on who was going to win.
It doesn't matter.
What was the score? 7-6?
Understanding your vows.
Understanding. There we go. Conversation. Go ahead. Can you explain what we got to talk about tomorrow night?
Understanding your vows. Things you don't understand before you make the vows.
Come through now. Kombucha just got married, so we got to encourage.
I'll be praying for you.
Wow, that's a good word, encourage.
Congratulations, Kombucha. Congrats. Yes.
So we got to deal with vows tomorrow. So listen, it's only a handful of people in here, right? What question would you ask? We're just asking for a little bit of help. It's not that we need it, but we're just curious. What questions will you ask concerning like it's honoring your vows, right? Understanding your vows.
By and by.
Ooh, that's crazy. Understanding your vows.
By and by.
So people that are married or thinking about getting married or know people who are married, what questions would you have concerning life in marriage or before, and concerning vows, like the importance of vows? Okay, I'm happy to hear any question you have, like the importance of vows. We already have a direction on where we're going tomorrow night. Is it gonna be Facebook Live?
None idea.
Okay, I don't know if it's gonna be
You
private
did the
or
booking
not.
for this. You didn't even understand the vows. He didn't even put it on the calendar. Messed up my whole calendar.
Hey, listen, you know how
But I'm
preachers do. They be like, "Yo,
excited
Doc, I
about-
need you to come down. You know, you and your wife." And I was like, "All right, yeah, man, just hit us up. Yeah, I got you." Then I was like, he was like, "All right, so I just need the bio and the flyer." And I was like,
Understanding your vows.
"Yes, you're getting married in January. Come through now.
Calendars are important.
Yes.
In understanding your vows.
Getting married in January." So,
Congratulations, Anna. Right? Did I say that
girl,
right?
you know we struggling here.
She said we were saying it right, but we said
Oh.
13 different names.
Tiana.
Tiana.
It's
Is
probably
the Y
Tiana.
long like I, and then A is like
If it was
Iana,
T-
because Yana, Yanni,
Yana
she
Crawley,
goes
yep.
Iana,
Yeah, Iana.
but it's Anna.
Anna, right.
The A is capital.
Everybody
yeah.
congratulate Tiana for getting
Congratulations.
married in January.
He done
Yes.
said your name wrong.
Huh?
So right. January is going to be awesome. Understand your vows. It's
Shout
gonna
out to the
be
preacher that
great.
got to say the names. Amen.
I mean,
Amen.
hooked on phonics. That's what I do for him. Understanding your vows. You got to know when your husband's going to screw some
We
names
write it
up.
out just
so
how it
you
sound.
put it in phonics, like you sound it out. You know, the dashes and all that.
Let's
stuff.
practice. Let's practice. Let's practice.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay,
We got
what do
one.
we have
got
here?
one. All right.
Which
This
of
how we're
your
going to do
vows
tomorrow. Somebody
really
asked the
stretched
question.
your marriage in ways you never thought. Now, how you going to come deep like that
Tina.
tonight? Looks like I got to go. All right, so what was that question? Which of your vows
Okay, here, I'll put it back
really
up.
stretched your marriage in ways
You
you never,
never
thought?
thought.
I'm a sum it to the all the way down to the end, for better or for worse.
That's good. That's good. No, that's real good.
For better or for worse, because it kind of sums up a whole lot. So that worse stretched it. But even the better for us, if we think back,
That's good.
that really stretched it too. Because the better, it's like you're in this good season and it's better, it's good, but it's a twinkling to something that you feel like might be about to happen. Or you enjoying it too much that you forget or you don't think about, stuff in the worth. Is this where I say my husband think Keith is talking too much and not letting Tita
You can have a mic.
understanding your vows? That's it right there. Understanding your vows. But yeah, it's I'm gonna say for better or worse. Yours could have been for sickness and in health.
So she's speaking that from experience of the reality of what happened with us. So David says for better for worse, I'll say better for better or worse is okay. This is something that people say casually, yes. I think that this is something that people should pay more attention to.
I mean, the actual words they should pay attention to for
Boom.
better.
I'm not Alicio, so I don't have my
or
drops on here like I
worse.
want. But you are absolutely
Yes,
right. It's
pay attention to the
yes,
words.
it makes us think. The words there have a lot of meaning, right?
She gave us phonics. I like it.
Oh, she did.
But you didn't do the TY. So is the TY Tiana, like TEE, or
Tiana.
Thai,
Tiana.
like Thai food or like Thai shoe? That way. We need one more phonics.
One more
in there.
phonics.
One more phonics.
Everybody, here it is. You need one more phonics.
One more phonics.
Tiana.
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 I like that.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, for better or for worse. Look, Carol, thanks, Carol. Thanks for apologizing.
Ooh.
Because,
No, you finish your thought. I'll come back to this.
no, because I was making it funny.
Oh.
She was saying she's sorry because I was like, why you going to set us up with that
Oh,
question
yeah.
tonight?
Tiana. Okay.
No, that was Carol.
Oh, Carol. My fault.
Are we talking about traditional vows or vows that couples write themselves? Is there a difference?
That's good.
That's so
That's good. Now here's what's crazy. So, Kombucha, being a pastor, okay, I'm 50 years old now, right? But I've been pastoring for just over 10 years, right? Been in church all my life. Here's what I learned about vows. I've seen those vows, and we kind of rushed our thing. We didn't really rush it, but we kind of was just like, we didn't set up to do it all because we were already committed to being with one another.
And we put the horse before the carriage.
Yes, we did. So we were pregnant with Isaiah before.
Yeah, but we didn't get married for the carriage.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, here's another thing. We both had agreed that we didn't want to have children without being married. So when we discovered that we were pregnant, we were like, okay, we're putting aside the way that we would dream of doing the wedding and sticking with the vows that we personally made with one another from within ourselves, because that was a personal thing of hers and it was a personal thing of mine. I think because we've been around so many people with children out of wedlock and then destroyed, messed up families. I don't want to say destroyed because there's still hope. Messed up families or difficulties and stuff, because people always felt as though they had an option, was just my opinion. I'm not pushing that on how people think, but I would think that if you're just in a place where you're just having children and you kind of like, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm trying to be with this person, you have to put something else in place to say, hey, I'm not going to marry because we're pregnant, but at the same time, my thought pattern is I don't want to be a parent and have a child and not say that's mom, that's my wife, or husband. So it's not that deep, but it's just something with us. And so, but we already knew that we wanted to be together. Like, we had that point of, I'm not going to keep investing in you. You're not going to keep investing in me. It's a two-way street now. I'm not going to let you continue to invest in me if I know I'm not sure that I want to be with you. I've never said that to Tina before in those words. We've never really said that to each other, but whether she says it or not, I know that she thought that way too, because the way I know my wife, she wouldn't allow me to make the investment in her if she wasn't feeling me like that. That's my personal opinion. Likewise with me, I wouldn't let her do that. And that's not saying she thought she was all that or I thought I was all that. That's just, we would have still been friends if we discovered that we wasn't feeling each other. That's my opinion. I think we would have been still friends, tight and whatever, because I loved her character. And we moved beyond, I rock with, I'm a pastor, but we gonna keep it 100%. I F with you like that. Y'all can be mad that I said that. Yep, listen. Y'all, can I keep it 100, people?
Watch your mouth,
I rocks with you like that. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, listen, for all my e-cameras out there, people from the community I met, those of us who are tight, that we roll like this, like, I've never met Kombucha face to face. I've never met David face to face. Lemuel, I've never met face to face. Most of these people, I've met none of y'all face to face. India lives in Philly, and we just have not had the time to hook up and meet face to face. But there's enough of character that we've put back and forth. She rebuking me, but we've put enough out of each other to say, and I'm going somewhere with this with vows. I rock with you like that. So different things in life is not going to make me change my position or mind on how I feel about you. Now, we're friends and like family in these communities, but when it comes down to the significant other, you take that same principle, but you push it into the arena of till death do we part. So this ain't no, if I don't want to be bothered with David, I'm just not going to be on his live. Or if I don't want to be bothered with Dot Rock or Diana, I just don't have to cut on the computer. This is, no, we're together. And let's go to the vows. I made a vow for in sickness and in health, for rich or for poor, for the highs, the lows. Maybe tomorrow we might get deeper and, expose a little bit more.
Somebody
and be raw. I'll go to it. Let's go to our comments.
He's not keeping up with
I'll roll back. Oh, I ain't doing a full Diana. This is the half Diana.
You're going to leave her alone.
Okay, so
Wait, go back. Go somewhere.
Okay, look, let's get back to where we need to.
For better or worse.
Something
that's
where we were before.
We were there.
You need to pay more attention to it. And then are we talking about traditional vows or vows that couples right? Okay,
because she was saying that there is a difference.
Sorry, Kombucha, go ahead.
There is a difference, but a vow is a vow, right? a vow is a vow. It's a commitment. It's, honoring it before God first, right? And to whoever you made it to, even when they become difficult. And it just depends on the couple. Some people do traditional vows. Some people make up the ones they want for themselves. At the end of the day, if you made the vow, you want to try to honor it. And it's deeper than, it's the word that you say, but it's also who you are in it, right? So if you made a vow to love this person through sickness and in health, then that vow has to come back up when the sickness hits.
That's good. We're gonna set that up for tomorrow.
We're gonna set it up for tomorrow. Okay. Then she says the worst is a test. Yeah, it is. It's a test. The reason I asked for us is because sickness and health, better or for worse, was a combo. That we've experienced that. That was illness and some worse times that came about. That's like, okay, sticking in there is a big thing. Vows grow over time and change as we do. It's not a static thing.
Yeah, not a static. It's probably static or stoic.
Stoic. So that it's like it's old or it stays that way. So they grow over time. I actually like that because you make the commitment at the time, but then you create new vows or you discover, certain things that it's not that you're breaking the vow. So for example, somebody put on here about the obedience.
No. So look.
Oh, I didn't agree to the obey thing, and he didn't ask. Is that in the vow?
No, it is. So let me address something. So let me speak from a Black Baptist preacher. Okay, we have this book. It's called The Pastor's Pal that most pastors grab and get. Over time, we kind of curtail it to work for how our character is. Words we disagree with or don't. You have multiple ones as stencils. So I took a stencil and worked off of it to kind of be not too far off a tradition, but to be there. And if I make all the words up from me, I'm challenging somebody at something that doesn't have that whole Pastor's Pal universal history of, a conglomerate of thoughts and all. So then it comes down to, I always ask the couple, do you have your own vows? Because if you have your own vows, then it saves me to work. And I still do those vows as well in some cases, unless they object to it. I agree with you on the word obey. It can be rough for some people. But remember, the obey goes both ways. And so the obey comes into how you take that word based on the person that's saying it or the thought there beyond that moment. If people ask me to omit it, I don't mind omitting it because it gets touchy. It gets touchy because sometimes it's written in a way of subjection to one another rather than the word serve. And so if we miss the word serve and we emphasize subject to, then subject is kind of like sub to, beneath. Serve is a choice. It's not slavery. Serve is a choice. So if you think of a Christian way of serve, Christ serving, you always have to look at him as the best, greatest servant that we've ever known, came from on higher than the angels, reduced himself and served man. So that serve doesn't make you a less of a person. It actually makes the server the bigger person in a sense. And if both are trying to be the bigger person through serving, then it's kind of like an iron sharpens iron, and you are united as one where you build each other up. So for us, when we would fight a lot, we were hurting each other. But when we started serving one another, the serve is kind of like you enjoy it, and you enjoy serving somebody to see them lifted up and enjoying how you're serving them. So I can agree with you, Charlotte, on writing your vows as an option to get around the obey thing, because the only thing that matters in your vows is what you say to the other person, what they hear you say, and what they agree to that you say, or you expressing them yourself. I would encourage people to do their own vows, because at that point you have a reference to what you said Not later on, well, I disagree with the preacher said to obey you. How I'm gonna obey somebody? Well, if we go back to what you said, I'm only going back to what you said in this, because here's the main thing. Let me tell y'all this as a pastor real quick. The best part for me, and if we were to have track records, I was almost there to say, I ain't marrying nobody else because y'all messing up my record and we was holding the record. I mean, sometimes it don't work, but I'm like, I need y'all to start signing papers. Like, if y'all break up, y'all gonna give me my money back, my time. y'all going for the full disclosure. It has nothing to do with him. Cause it's starting to get on my nerves, but things happen. I'm not coming down on anybody that's divorced, but I will say this. As David was saying, I do emphasize that this ceremony, out of all the glitz and the glamour stuff, before God and these witnesses. So understand this, it doesn't include the preacher when you actually say that. Because when you say before God and these witnesses, that's you two and everybody there. So everybody that showed up, if your grandma's living, if your dad and mom is living, they all there. You not only, when you pull back off of those vows that you say, you're not just letting the spouse down, you've basically not held up integrity to the people that's in the place that you're in, that took the time out to sit through your wedding, to come there, take pictures and everything. And now after it's over, if you don't honor the vows, you're not only lying to the person or letting them down, but it also is a test of your character to everybody, to the trainer girls behind you, them homies standing behind you. If you meant what you said and you mean what you say and you say what you mean, all of that stuff, you got to carry that. And as someone said before, it evolves over time, because whatever worse is, it's a general statement that when you come to worse, whatever worse is, you said through it, I'm there.
You got to say something for tomorrow, but
okay.
I mean,
I'm practicing.
But also, right, vows come with obedience before you even take them.
Right.
And I'm not the most obedient person, but I guess we'll save a little bit of this for tomorrow, because just the word vow itself.
They can pay to have them written. You right, can move.
Yeah, they can. The word, if we think about it in itself, understanding your vows, you got to know you before you start making commitments. And you really need to think about before the wedding, because like you just said, some people feel obligated to those vows when they know before they made them, they were not willing to commit to it. They thought it was going to change when the magic came after they said I do.
Right.
So some people in the vow, they think that when I say this, it turns
Cinderella.
on. Right. Yeah, it turns on. Poof. Oh, I got to live this. It's got to kind of be there a little bit before. Because it's not a magic wand when you say the vows and then you just going to start to be okay with the worst. It's not a magic wand that's going to be okay with the, in sickness and health, richer or poorer, and those are the traditional ones. But if you made the commitment that I'm going to love on you forever, you done sang a song when you came down the aisle, you always the twinkle in my eye, that twinkle goes down a little bit. But it really is thinking about before you take that vow, understand the commitment. Because if you're not understanding the commitment in it, you will go into a vow that you cannot uphold.
True. Best I can tell you now, Carol, it's Capacity Church in Philadelphia, Pastor Sean Edmonds.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's going to... He's a tech guy too, but I don't know if they're going to do it live. I'm going to take my ZVE 10 with me tomorrow.
Here we go.
I'm going to bring my ZVE 10. I'm a rep well Ecamm community, and but yeah, it's she's showing it from right here. You know what? So let me see. It's for engaged. So join us for a group dinner. Okay, after. So it says, No. So they are www.igotfaith.org. I put in the comment section. So
How do you see that?
igotfaith.org. And that's their church. And so it's at 7 p.m. and it's called Understanding Your Vows. Understanding Your Vows. That's what it is.
I said.
For engaged and married couples, understanding your vows.
That's what I said.
Okay. All right. I thought you said.
After 19 years, we still trying to understand.
Oh.
But it's okay. You know.
J Money, Coffee and Tech. Listen,
It's all right.
one of the best shows. Did you guys just get off?
Just
Love
get
you guys,
off.
man.
Why is it 12? You always have me on here late, and then we
I
just go.
am so sorry.
And I'm.
So look, now my brother here, Coffee and Tech. How long you been married, man? I know you probably just stopping by. I gotta let my wife go to bed. I was testing out
Understanding
the two
your
mics.
vows.
Understanding your vows. So
When your wife is tired.
when your wife is
And
tired.
you set her up and you tell her you're not going live. And you say you just want to test out positioning equipment. And the next thing you know, understanding your vows, people are popping up with comments sliding across all kinds of screens and stuff. I don't understand.
He said it's a battle. Yes, we did. They got off. John, how long you been married? Just tell me how long you've been married and your family. I know. How many children do you have? So 2 things. How long you been married? How many children do you have? If you don't mind telling us. Okay. And do put a link to your YouTube in the column. Together over 20 years. My man. We'll make 20 years married next year. And when I say one of the best people I've ever met in my life is sitting right next to me. I tell her to her face, she knows I'm a mama's boy. My mother's still living. She's 76 years old. I love her to death.
My mother-in-law.
I love my sister. She knows that. My sister and I, we kind of get at odds a lot, but we love each other. I love her brother, her sister, her whole family. She loves my family. Like we're cool, and our families get on our nerves, and we retreat from them.
They absolutely get on our nerves. They absolutely get on our nerves. That's a whole nother thing with understanding your vows, too.
That's a whole nother thing with understanding your vows.
That's another level.
Yes.
And I'm quite sure the Coffee Talking Tech guy knows if he been married for 20 years.
Listen.
You can be married a year. It don't matter. That whole other family dynamic, that's a whole nother part of understanding your vows. Because it ain't about them.
So J.A. Smith, my man, Jay says, oh, you both look super crisp. Thank you.
Ooh, 20 years.
21 years.
21.
She
Oh,
can't
Jesus.
see after dark.
It's time to go night-night.
20
You got to understand. 21 years and
Dated 11 prior and no children. Come on.
Wow. Coffee's up 14 years, 1 child means the world to me. Aww.
Beautiful. See?
It's the reason I get up and love. I love this. Oh, this is so awesome.
Oh no, you can watch them on TV. You gotta watch them.
Oh, they're so cute. I love it. And it's, you know what? I love couples. Love. And I'm not the mushy kind of person. What are you yesing for?
No, because what Jay said.
What did he say?
Listen, he says, yes, my wife is the reason
I know.
I get up. Hold on, wait a minute. Tell Jay something that I say to you that kind of resonates with you with that. Him saying it. Just looking at what he says, what is it that you can relate to that I say?
That you love your wife. Like you.
Yeah, but look
you
what he
really
says. Now, that's some deep stuff. It's
yes,
not
my
shallow.
wife is the reason I get up and love life every day. She is the source of my energy. I love it. I love it. Well, he says that. Actually, you do say that.
But tell about this song. Jill and I, we wrote a song.
Yeah. And
I love you from what? From your
hair follicles to your toenails. And my toenails, we have to work on these regularly. So that's understanding your vows. Sometimes you got to just keep your feet right so you can sleep in bed at night. Sorry, it's one of them things. But
This is gonna be fun tomorrow. I hope it's live. I'm gonna find out
Carol
from
is
Sean.
23 years. Oh,
Wow.
this is a crew of married folk in here.
Talking about.
I love it.
I'm talking about.
I love it. Now, here was going to be a deal breaker, and we're going to leave it here. We're going to talk about it tomorrow if y'all want more. And I don't mean a deal breaker. I take that back. We weren't going to deal break. But we don't do, and I say we don't do clingy.
True.
We don't do stalking. We don't do gotta check up on them everywhere, 5 minutes, all that. Yeah, but we don't do. I'm trying to find the right words. And it's not that it's not for everybody. Get this bald head out the camera. It's not that, this is just us.
Right.
But you got to know what you can tolerate. And if your vow is going to help you to kind of, and I use the word tolerate because there are certain things that we got to tolerate, that you got to deal with.
Right.
But
isn't that an extension of for better or for worse though? When you really think about it, like,
but it's for better or worse with an understanding.
True.
Because we have an understanding. Not that it was crystal clear, we worked out the kinks, but we already knew from the beginning. Like, I don't have to call you 5 times a day.
Right. We don't. So let me put it this way: we stalk, but we don't stalk one another. So our stalk is different. Like
he has a tracker on me. We have it on each other.
It's not even really a tracker.
It's not a tracker. What is the thing in the ping my phone?
Find me.
Ping my phone. Whatever
Right.
it is. I don't use it.
Sometimes she would lose her
and he
phone.
gets mad because I'll call to say, tell him where I am, or not even tell him where I am, but I'll call and be like, hey, I'm so-and-so, or are you at this place? He's like, just look at the tracker. It's right there. It's not that. It's for safety. I used to drive a lot. All around,
Yep.
everywhere. And he would put it on so if I get a flat tire or whatever. But it's not to check up on you. And it goes back to trust. That understanding your vows, we going to dig into that. But that trust thing is a big deal. Either you going to trust or you not.
So look.
Oh, my wife is a strong woman. I love her for it. I love that. Oh.
Yeah. So being a strong woman. So this is something else. I saw a strong woman in you, right? And so vows. Exactly.
Exactly.
That does help.
I love it.
That look, I can argue this point.
Wait, the wife locator necklace. Jay's wife.
See, that's why I had to correct that word with trackers. So
yeah, I didn't mean to say that because I don't know the name of the device. I don't know how this stuff works. I don't even care. And that's the other thing. Why would we care if your husband or your wife said, "Hey, let me put this tracker on you." Well, tracker keeps saying tracker.
Not tracker.
Let me put the thing on your phone where I could find, you, or if something comes up. Why is that a problem?
Kombucha, she gets it, and John, I know you get it.
Yeah,
Jay,
the location
you guys get
thingy.
it.
So it's like, because some people are very offended by that.
Yes.
Some people are like, nah, you ain't got to see where I'm going every minute.
Well,
and like,
well-
but I'm not even looking.
Now here's something that we probably will get into that discussion tomorrow night on this platform we're on. Cause what?
Wait, you had me
Yeah,
at
exactly.
till trackers.
Now listen, Jay.
I didn't mean that.
Yeah, we don't do the tracker
It's
thing.
not tracker. That's what we were saying, that we were getting to the point that we don't stalk each other. We don't have to check up on. We don't have to call in. We don't, we respect each other.
No, 5 years is not a problem. We got what's our gap?
1 year.
It's 5.
12.
Okay. It's a long story. We'll expose that later. Okay?
I'm only 40.
I just turned 50. Okay. So J.A. said, listen, Jeff says only 5 years younger. So you're not disqualified at all.
Yeah.
But it helps because women mature.
Now we're
in
gonna
my
have
opinion.
to.
But
They
that's
do,
a different joint.
but we're gonna have to go because
That's a
just
whole
because
different-
the
we'll
white.
do
That's
that
a
later.
whole nother understanding about. So would you get a young John so they can be more submissive, or so you
Kombucha,
can
I
love
didn't
on
say
them
John.
longer, or
John,
something like
listen.
that. So we being younger than your spouse.
It has this balance. So knowing who you are, it helps the balance. So when we met, real quick, we were both in motion. And I think this is the biggest piece that
Hush
we
it up,
can
too,
give
Snow.
to people. when we met, and I brought this up to my wife the other night, we laying in bed and I said, wow, you know what, babe? And we have these dope, decent conversations that are deep but not deep. While she's eating her sunflower seeds, half dipping and, trying to hold the phone up. And
right now.
she's trying to do the phone, and look, she's trying to do the phone and the phone's dropping. She's like, I hear you, huh? But anyway.
For better or worse.
Right, for better, for worse. Okay. So, but one thing that we talked about is the fact that when we met, I was going to mix a record in Virginia. She was off work that day. I didn't know she was a flight attendant because she wasn't working that day. She was just taking a plane going to
y'all getting a preview,
Philly, right?
Y'all getting a preview.
A good preview, right? You were going to Philly.
Yes.
She was going to Philly, and I missed my flight. I came back from LA, went to Philly, and had to go to Virginia, and I missed my flight. So, to God be the glory, missing that flight delayed me, missed the next flight, and then ended up the flight that I got on. When I got off the plane, I'd seen her. We met eyes. I was like, damn. And it was an inside and it was internal and external. So externally, I was like, she fine as jazz, boy. But internally, it was like, I feel something. It was a moment of, oh.
Really?
Right? And of course, she was checking out my guns and stuff, seeing I was all dope and everything, But anyway, I was minding my business, you know what I mean? I looked back to see if she was looking at me, and she was, and I looked at her, and then I was like, man, she was just fine. So I let it go. I really just let it go. And then I'm walking around, and when I went to find out when I could get on my next flight, and she was at the counter, I saw her again. How about it's this old dude, like a Larry David-ish like guy, that was watching me watching her the whole time. I went over to her. Long story short, I hollered at her like, blah, 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 blah. We exchanged two-way pager numbers and stuff. And she walked off, and I separated.
Tell
and the old
tell
dude.
The story. Tell it in the right order.
This just a quick.
In the right, because you done skipped the whole
This a quick
major part.
But everybody about to go.
All right, for better or for worse, we're going.
So the dude just says, "That's the right one." That she's.
No.
That's
no.
Go ahead. You
no.
say it. You say it. Go
That
for
ain't
it.
what
Go
it
for
said.
it. I'm sorry.
That
Go
ain't
for
what
it.
said.
Digital Buddha's back, so
I'ma
don't
let you be
disrespect
great,
me while
though.
Digital Buddha's on here.
I'm gonna let you be great. I'm gonna let you be great for better understanding
Don't
your
start
vows.
planting stuff in Kim Booch's head on how to treat.
Understanding your vows. Sometimes you gotta let them live the dream.
See, Carol. Is
Let
it Carol? That's why we put the
them-
word obey in
Let
there.
them live the dream.
That's why
Let them live the dream.
That's why we put the word obey in there.
My.
You want to just go to comments because this is about to be a problem.
Yes. Understanding your vows.
Yes, 40 or 50.
We gotta get some better understanding.
It was improvising,
on
fellas.
there. It was quite an improvisation there. That improv.
See that?
Was good.
See that? Okay, being secure in ourselves is so attractive to the other.
Isn't it?
Strong women, independent women make the best partners.
Yes.
She is strong.
It takes
Wait, it's just me.
just you.
She is strong and independent as a MF mofo, right? She's independent. I know at any given moment she's fine by herself. And that actually that's the draw there. And likewise, she knows a certain bit about that about me. And that's the draw. Okay, it's both of us again. You back in the picture. It's all you. You got your turn. No?
Let's share the space.
Huh? Oh, share?
Let's
We
share
want
the
to share.
space.
See, that's what marriage is all about. It's about sharing the space. I'm sorry. Back to the comments.
Let's share the
All right. Was that the soundtrack when you saw her? Absolutely.
He's so
Just
good.
a tip, guys. This means that Keith and I were 30 and our wives were 20 when we met.
Right. Just throw it out there. That's right. Thank you. Thank you.
That is,
Coffee
is,
and Tech guy.
see, the thing is, you talk about the age gap after you get
Just
over 30,
over high school.
35.
Just over high school.
Yeah,
Just over
Carla's
high
right.
school.
And he came home and said, sis, I met the one. Caps. And they were the
My.
bestest together. Yes, see, she got it.
My.
Wait a minute.
I finally made it to Uptown. Kombucha and digital, you get me. I finally.
She in the upper class.
I'm not all the way there, but I'm moving on up. I'm definitely moving it on up to upper class. I'm just saying, I think I'm in upper class now. Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Buddha, I got the couch is sitting over here. She just gonna put
It's
me on
there.
it. She gonna put me on it.
It's there. It's right behind us.
It's
You
right there.
see
She
it?
gonna put me on the couch.
It's there. It's definitely where he's going.
She gonna put me on the couch.
Yeah. So it's definitely one of the things kids have changed, MF and AF.
What? You like that?
Yeah.
The new
The
kids.
new kids. Yeah.
The new kids.
There's a joke that we have that we didn't say M or F.
We ain't say MF not one
Not one.
time.
Not one time.
Not one time. Not
M
one
or
time.
F, not one time. Wait, 19 to 29. I know. That's almost jailbait. That's not, that's not right.
Hey, to my coffee and tech brothers, I'll let y'all in on the
little jailbait there.
I'll let y'all in on a little bit more. It's a little something with the numbers there. We'll tell you about it along there.
Yeah.
She from DC, so it's a longer story. She from
J.A.,
them.
am I trying to get to the penthouse level? I'm trying to get there. I think I almost made it, like Weezy and George. I'm trying to get to
I'm
that
Johnny,
penthouse.
you're J.A.
I'm trying to get to that penthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Who is J.A.?
Don't. It's right there.
Don't do
That's
it.
J.A.
J.A. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to get to the penthouse. I thought he was trying to make it funny.
No, he's straightforward. Because remember, he didn't see that live, so he doesn't know exactly when you kind of rebuke me. And Tom, she was rebuking Tom. She actually has a legit Tom cam, and here's just a little clip from the Tom cam. It's let me put you.
Why do
on
I
there.
allow him
There
to
it is.
subject me?
How's you do your face when?
Now, Tom.
You gotta say it in the mic though.
Now, Tom. Now, y'all. And whoever asking about this 10-year age gap, is it the magic number? Don't go to jail. Don't go to jail.
Wait a minute. John said, don't fake the funk on the nasty dunk.
Oh, this is becoming late night.
Yeah.
This is definitely becoming late night.
Look, I went to get a glass to be.
Why do you have my glass?
I went to get a glass, and look what the glass says. I was trying to have a cocktail with Doc Rock and them, and I picked this glass up, and it actually said Tina on it. But look what it says.
We made those for one of my friend's bridal showers.
Can I show? Okay, it says I Do Crew. That's what. I'm sorry.
We made them.
That's cool. I Do Crew.
We dipped it and made all the little bling and everything.
Come on, Digital Buddha. You see what he said? You see what he said? Wait.
53 is shit.
My
new number
for
in Vegas is 10.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Come
yeah.
on, man. So I
Poor
kept her
Tom.
up too long. I do have to let her go to bed because she's
I'm going to be exhausted. I have so much work to do.
and we got to do this form. So basically what we were asking was we're just trying to figure this thing out, weren't we?
You were trying to set your equipment up. Let's start there.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You were trying to get your stuff together for your equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And you broke a vow.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, because
What's the vow I broke?
you told me a whole damn lie.
That's not breaking a vow.
That is a vow.
We didn't have
breaking
any
the
vows
vow.
to say, do you promise to tell the truth? Right?
Nothing
That wasn't
but
in the
truth.
vows.
I'm having flashbacks of court. You promise.
You just told all your hood news.
Nothing but the truth.
She just told all her hood
In
news.
the court of law. sorry. I was getting vows and testimonies and stuff mixed up. My bad.
You just
My
went
bad.
to, that's that.
And
Wait, who
what do you
was
call it
the
when
mayor
take
when you
the
was
court?
down in DC?
Don't talk about Marion Barry. What is it when you go to court? You take an oath.
Yeah, you take
the
an oath.
The oath and the vow. I mean, there is. You got to tell the truth. You did, because you just had me down here some tomfoolery.
Why it
Telling
gotta be
me-
tomfoolery?
Because that's what it is. Well, whoever came up with it, Tom was fooling, and that's how it came up with. Is after tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery. All right,
Because you told me we was setting stuff up, and then
it works now. So this is the best I can do for now. So in the same room. So we went from setting up equipment to you breaking a vow.
that's exactly. It's going to be, it is going to be saucy. It is, because I don't understand. This is
know what
not
happened.
understanding your vows. This is actually breaking them and trying to figure out, where do you go from there?
No, you guys came in and blessed me with that. It's because look, we got a lot of friends that just didn't make it in the marriages, and they're great people. We're cool with both of them for the most part. Like, but for us, we don't overdo it, we don't underdo it, we don't embellish it, and we do sit up at night like, man, like what if we had to inspire somebody? What could
I
we
would
say?
have been probably out there in them streets
right.
if the Lord didn't drop him in to my life.
So you
I
you
just
give me
got-
credit saying I saved you a little bit.
I'm just saying, I mean,
You
Jesus
saved me.
saved me.
You saved me a
But-
little bit though.
I probably was, wilding out was going to another level, at that point in my life. So,
She asked for it because they customize it. She's like Heather. She's like Heather.
talk about. So now I'm back in middle class.
That's the cheaper mic.
I'm back in middle class. It's, how you think you moving up, like they give you a little token, like I'm the token. What? Give you a little token. You think you moving up. I haven't made it to the penthouse, J.A. I ain't made it there because literally I'm still sitting here in middle class. I like it,
That's a great mic. It's
do
just
like
for you.
it.
That's a good mic for you.
It's not upper class.
Well, this is not necessarily upper class. It's just an SM7B.
It got more letters and numbers than this one has here.
But that's an MV7.
You said somebody M7B. You said 4. This is 3 here.
MV7. Sure, MV7, right.
No, don't add the other part to it, because this one has another part to it too. What is this?
SM7B.
Okay.
Well, B is for broadcasting.
Doesn't matter. It's got 4, 3 letters and a number. I got 2 letters and 1 number.
Why, Kim? Why you gonna bring that up about when I kept hitting the button?
Thank you, J.A. Yeah. He kept a good one for himself. So we're gonna work on.
It is a cord in there. You got the You got an XLR because I could have been on US. Listen, so for that mic, let me clean up because John almost got me. The fact that I'm using XLR, those cords I put in your drawer, that's lower to middle class. But the upper class of this mic is when you put it in XLR. So XLR makes it the upper class. And it's going through a Soyuz. Remember the Soyuz you did an unboxing on?
That's like
That's
like wearing Gucci and Prada in the hood, and you live in apartment 7B.
No.
No, that's exactly what that is. You got red bottoms, and you got to walk through the hood, like the hood to get to your apartment.
But look at you custom. Look at that. You all custom. See that? Look at that. Custom. The gold on there, and they got the glossy green right there. See, and it matched the little green in your shirt.
You done broke all the damn vows. Good night. This is it.
You walking out?
This is it. Good night. All you ones going to jail.
This broadcast is just about over. I'm going to sign off. Here, take these glass. Take this glass up.
I'm not taking nothing. You took them from up there.
Can you take these bottles?
Nothing.
See, this is what happened after marriage. After about X amount of years, you want to take these up?
Taking nothing. I don't understand how you.
Do you still want the mic upstairs? Did you say goodnight to everybody?
I did. dropped the mic. I could have dropped this mic right here, but I didn't drop it. I just walked away from the mic.
Hey, look, can you know what? Can you do this so I can repurpose it? Just demonstrate how you got mad and you stood up, but you can take the arm and stand it up and talk. Come and do it real quick.
You want to pimp me?
That's not pimping. I'm just asking you to do me a favor.
You want to ask me to advertise?
It's not.
I can't live in the house that you living in, but you want me to
Hold on, look, it's right here.
here.
So step over to the mic and bend the arm up, and it'll match your height because you stood up, right?
Understanding your vows.
So you stood up. There it. Look, see, it's so versatile. Even Tina can use it. Look at this. She can.
Understanding your vows.
There you go.
Getting pimped.
That's not pimping.
No, it's definitely pimping because I just walked away from you.
It's just showing that you know how to use the Elgato. So look, do me a quick, just say, this is the Elgato LP mic arm that I got mad with my husband.
This is middle class
Now look in this camera right here.
Elgato LP mic arm that I'm supposed to have from my husband, yet it's still sitting here in the penthouse, upper class, with him. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am by myself now, and I am about to go to bed and probably bring up some hot chocolate or something to the bedroom that'll probably suffice for in her absence. She's gone now. It's my keyboard is just there, and maybe I can sweeten it up a little bit and have a good night. You understand what I'm saying? Any questions, comments, y'all just let me know. Tina, Diana just showed up. Watch she come back. Watch she come back. Diana just showed up, Tina. She might come back. People, I'm going. I'll let y'all. She said, wait, pimper. What did I walk into? Diana? I did a Diana tonight. I was messing around.
Miss Gladney.
Oh, Jesus.
I love you. Okay, he tried to throw you under the bus, but I took it for you.
You can look in this camera. So move the mic
I'm not
arm
looking at
down.
nobody's camera. I don't care which one of the cameras it is. Diana.
You can look
love
right
you,
here.
honey.
No, right here.
No, I'm not looking anywhere.
But you want to talk to Diana, so look in.
She
you can
see
look
me.
in.
I done mad with she see me.
She don't see you.
Diana, he tried to throw you under the bus. But I took it for you.
I'm trying to figure
This is exactly
Ken, Glenn,
how I'm feeling right now.
Somebody.
He
do
used me.
something.
Right? He pimped me out this last few minutes, but I had your back. Talked about some vows and stuff that he broke. I had your back. Don't let him try to get you tonight. Don't let him do it.
I'm going to bed. You told me I gotta go to bed.
He had
I'm
a
gonna be
couple
obedient.
people up in here. Yes, Coffee Talking Tech, you did it.
John.
You definitely did it, John. Definitely did it.
John set it off.
Yeah, he set it off. Diana, we're definitely still in middle class.
Wow, John.
Definitely still in middle
really,
class.
John.
We are definitely
so
still.
I won't get. She actually wants a ZV-E10,
The camera with the furry thing.
the furry thing. Pull the plug out and show the camera.
I'm
with
not
the
pulling
furry
anything. You're not going to pimp me again. I only came because I heard Diana on here. And I heard you yelling up the stairs.
It's.
I had your back. All right, just so you know.
I'm gonna put on
the others in here agree back because they was with him. I'm just snitching now. I'm snitching.
I'm gonna leave on Paris's song.
I'm snitching.
Is that
here.
okay?
What is the A5100?
Oh, it's nothing. That's like a, it's a real hot product.
Oh, I be damned. That's definitely something that belong in upper class because they name it all kinds of numbers. I got 3 numbers. And nobody in here put less than 4 numbers and letters on all these names of these equipments, and I got 3.
Well, you can always ask Diana what an A5100 is.
Oh,
Just
I
text
will.
her since y'all tight like
I
that.
most certainly will. Because I bet you the 4 numbers and letter ones got more power or got more something.
The numbers and stuff
the
don't mean
third
we're not.
one,
Like, that's
no.
like SM7B
No.
and an MV7. They're 2 different mics.
No, it doesn't
It's
matter.
not that one is necessarily better than the other in that sense.
It is necessarily better. Yes, don't use the right operative words. It's definitely better. It's definitely. This one might be good, but it's definitely better. So let's be clear. That's like saying to me, go buy some $5
Why is she
Cheers,
praying for you, but
and
she
then
ain't
I
praying
got
for me? She ain't said
other-
not one prayer for me.
You don't need one.
Diana said she praying for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
If it was if it was my wife, I'd get the A7C. I'ma stop, John. She
Thank
wants
you.
the ZVE10.
Thank you. That little thing even got 39 letters.
Here you go.
And
no, here you
numbers.
go. Hold it so they can see how you look with it.
I'm not holding nothing.
You go ahead, hold it. See
No.
how you look with it.
Because they know how I look with it.
I'm gonna get her a ZVE10. You want it in black or white?
I like the white.
You like the white. She liked the white with the little furry thing on there. So we'll get you the white with the little furry thing on there. Let me get a zoom over there so they can see you. Move your mic out the way.
Don't touch my mic.
Oh. It's in my room though.
Do you hear? Oh, it's in his room. It's in the penthouse. Because it's in your room.
I got to end this live.
Hasn't even made it to my desk yet.
Because you're not ready for it.
No. It ain't made it. He dropped off some makeshift cords up there today. He done been on here, unboxed this thing 39 years ago, and it's still sitting in here on this arm in this room with the cords all hooked. It ain't even made it to the right space. Understand your vows.
Diana, why you adding to it,
Understand
telling
your
her to
vows.
get the ZVE10? I got to get it for her anyway because she
Understand
likes it.
Your vows.
She said, I like this camera. I went out trying to do some footage and stuff with it. We did some footage and stuff with it. And she said, I like this camera. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is a good camera. That's the one I want. All right. And she want the furry thing on it. Diana will tell you don't need the furry thing on the inside.
I want it.
Okay. All right. She want the furry thing. All right, folk. I'm going to leave on Paris' song that says Stay. Stay with me. Shout out to my boy, the late Paris Bowens. Once again, out of all of
Only
the...
because I love Paris, but I ain't staying down here with you.
Wow. Folks, thanks for joining us. Paris, sing it. Late Paris Bowens. He passed away in April. My brother, I love him. Challenges with COVID, but nonetheless, absent from the bodies, present with the Lord. So thank y'all for joining us. I was really just testing the mics out. And to everybody on here, I love you guys. Yes, David, I do have a BMAC. I just forgot the link. I'm just terrible with that right now. I'm so sorry, man. Walk with. Encourage to everybody on YouTube. I do watch your YouTubes when I'm in the car. Quality is great. Keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate you guys. All right. David, I'm trying to find it right now. And let me see. Okay. I think I found it. Let me see. My login. It's the Convos. Okay. So I'm logging in now. I'll put it in here, David, so you can have it. It's the Convos, Buy Me Coffee. I got the link somewhere. I'll throw it up next time. People, have a good night. I'm gonna let the music rock out, and I'm going. Alexa, turn off iMac Live.